I got a show for y'all.
Yeah, this is a beautiful story.
Yeah, ABC and Stephanopoulos to pay Trump $15 million and apologize in defamation suit settlement.
Oh, boy.
And Trump responds he's not done suing people.
Yeah, man.
Yo, check this out. Trump coming for him.
Trump coming for him.
He coming. He coming.
Now, you need fair elections, you need borders, and you need a fair press. And the press is, no, I see others. I have a few others that I'm doing. I'm going to, as an example, I'm doing this not because I want to. I'm doing this because I feel I have an obligation to. I'm going to be bringing one against the people in Iowa, their newspaper, which had a very, very good pollster who got me right all the time. And then just before the election, she said I was going to lose by 3 or 4 points, and it became the biggest story all over the world because I was going to win Iowa by 20 points. The farmers loved me, and I loved the farmers. And it was interesting the way she did it. She brought it down 2 weeks before. She said I was going to only win by 4. That was a big story. But that was good because she brought it down from like 22 points to 4 or whatever the number was. Way up, an easy win. Never even thought to go there. I respect them. I love them. And they understand there's no reason to go there because she brought it from way up, walk away, which it was. And it turned out to be in the election, too, by the way. It was a win by many, many points. And then she brought it down very smartly to 4 a couple of weeks before. And everyone said, wow, that's amazing. He's only up by 4 points. Then she brought it down to where I was down by 3 or 4, whatever number she used. And that was the Des Moines Register. And it was their parent. And in my opinion, it was fraud and it was election interference. You know, she's gotten me right always. She's a very good pollster. She knows what she was doing. And she then quit before. And we'll probably be filing a major lawsuit against them today or tomorrow.
Yeah, he ended up winning Iowa by 13.5, 14 points.
Right.
And Trump always wins Iowa. That's like saying Trump's going.
He was the first one to flip Iowa after Obama.
Yeah, coming out saying Trump's up in Iowa by 4 points. It's like coming out saying he's the poll came out and said she was up by 3 points or something like that in Iowa. Mm-hmm. That's like somebody coming out saying Kamala's up by 3 or 4 points in Florida. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's fraud.
It's election interference is what it is. Yeah. And he's going to sue your ass. And she's responding.
Oh, she responded?
Yeah, she's got her panties in a bunch. Trump's giving her a wedgie. Check out.
A self-described data girl, right? And Kay mentioned the poll that came out right before the election. I'm sure you've been crunching the numbers since. What have you learned? What went wrong?
Well, I'm not here to break any news. If you're hoping that I had landed on exactly why things went wrong, I have not. It does sort of awaken me in the middle of the night, and I think, well, maybe I should check this. This is something that would be very odd if it were to happen, but we've explored everything. The Des Moines Register, in an unprecedented move for transparency, has put online our crosstabs, our weighting system, and my analysis, and that I've not needed to update because it was pretty complete. We don't know. Do I wish I knew? Yes, I wish I knew. But as I sit here today, you know, one of the political commentators before the election, but after the poll, said, you know, they've got all of these pollsters that are fidgeting with their numbers, and they're adding this into their weighting structure, and they're doing this with their sampling. And Ann Selzer has never had anything to fix. Well, till now.
Yeah. Well, and I'm glad you mentioned that, and Katerina's going to ask you a little bit more about methodology, so I won't get deep into it yet. But as Kay mentioned, you have a number of polls in the past that were remarkably accurate, and not just when everybody else was, on occasions when others were not, like that Ernst Braley poll in 2014. And maybe the answer is the same, but I'm just curious if you have any sense of why that methodology that has served you well for most of your previous careers suddenly did not in 2024.
I wish I knew the answer to that. But like I said, there wasn't anything that we saw that needed to be fixed. The reality is that more people supporting Donald Trump turned out.
No,
I'm
really?
eagerly awaiting the Secretary of State's turnout reports that will happen in January to see what we can glean from that. But there wasn't an adjustment to my data when we saw that it was going to be a shocker, that I would have said, okay, let's adjust it. It's not like I know ahead of time what the right numbers are going to be in the future.
Liar.
So you kind of take the data designed to reveal to me our best shot at what the future is going to look like. I'm mystified about what the motivation anybody thinks I had and would act on in such a public poll. I don't understand it. And the allegations I take very seriously. They're saying that this was election interference, which is a crime.
Yep.
So the idea that I intentionally set up to deliver this response, when I've never done that before, I've had plenty of opportunities to do it. It's not my ethic. But to suggest without a single shred of evidence that I was in cahoots with somebody, I was being paid by somebody. It's all just kind of, it's hard to pay too much attention to it, except that they're accusing me of a crime.
Man, I hope Trump puts you in jail with a bunch of black stud women. That'll teach you a lesson.
Yeah, like as a pollster, you gotta, the one thing your sole purpose and role as a pollster is to rule out anomalies in your figures. You had one job, and you messed it up. And you've never messed it up before. Yeah. You've done a great job. Isn't it funny how all the other posters in the swing states had Kamala even or up 1 point?
Right.
All y'all was wrong.
Man, what do y'all call? Why they call y'all? I mean, why do you even got a job? Y'all wrong every election,
especially when it's Trump, and it's like, and your only answer for what happened. More people for Trump came to vote. Yeah. No Trump supporters showed up. No, really.
You trying to say that what happened in Iowa was an outlier? Man, you crazy as hell, woman.
Yeah, so Trump's going after her. He going after a whole lot more people.
He's going to throw people in jail.
Yeah, but Trump explains the people he's going to go after.
Yeah.
And he explains why. Right. Check this video out. All right.
They're filing one on 60 Minutes, you know about that, where they took Kamala's answer, which was a crazy answer, a horrible answer, and they took the whole answer out and they replaced it with something else she said later on in the interview, which wasn't a great answer, but it wasn't like the first one. The first was grossly incompetent. It was weird. And that was fraud and election interference by their news magazine, a big part of CBS News. So as you know, we're involved in that one. We're involved in one which has been going on for a while and very successfully against Bob Woodward, where he didn't quote me properly from the tapes. And then on top of everything else, he sold the tapes, which he wasn't allowed to do. He could only use them for reporting purposes, not for sale purposes. And he admits that. And I think we'll be successful on that one. And we have one that very interestingly on Pollster, because reporters at the New York Times, Washington Post got Pollster prizes for their wonderful, accurate, and highly professional reporting on the Russia hoax. Well, it turned out to be a hoax. And they were exactly wrong. People, like many people, John Solomon, Sean Hannity's not for Pulitzer, but Sean Hannity got it right. Many people got it right. Tucker got it right. Jesse got it right. Laura got it right. Janine got it right. A lot of people got it right. They didn't get anything. They gave it to reporters that got it absolutely wrong. And now everybody admits it was a hoax. And I want them to take back the Pulitzer prizes and pay big damages. And I think we're doing very well on that one. They have no excuse for it. They gave a Pulitzer Prize to writers that got Russia wrong. And so I think we're doing well. And I feel I have to do this. I shouldn't really be the one to do it. It should have been the Justice Department or somebody else. But I have to do it. It costs a lot of money to do it. But we have to straighten out the press. Our press is very corrupt, almost as corrupt as our election.
Yeah, you get a Pulitzer Prize for the whole Russia collusion story. You got it totally wrong.
Right.
Turns out your story was lies. Yeah. And you get a Pulitzer Prize for it? Pulitzer Prize I think Obama got a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd he do? Yeah, because
I've always noticed people who win awards. Like, look at the Woman of the Year. They gave it to a man, right? Look at all the awards people win in movies, music. Everybody that wins these awards are winning these awards not because of what they do, it's how they think and what they put out to the world on Twitter.
Yeah.
Politically.
It's all politically motivated.
Yeah, it's all politically motivated, all these awards.
Yeah.
Nobody.
These awards actually don't mean anything.
Yeah. It's pretty much when they give you these awards, that's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Yeah, you did good.
Yeah, you did good.
I like your Russia collusion story.
I like how you was
we got to get
trash about the Republicans.
Yeah, we got to get these people out of office.
Yeah.
You getting a Pulitzer. Yeah, lady, you should go to jail. Because it's not like this was your first day on the job.
Yeah.
Been doing this for a long time. You've always did a great job.
You could just claim you're incompetent if it was your first day, but no, man. This was diabolical what you did.
I could see if it was like a close state. What was one of the close states? Well, none of them was close.
Well, Wisconsin was close.
It was close?
Yeah, they had Kamala by one. Trump ended up winning like by 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, I mean, if you did this in Michigan, Wisconsin,
Yeah.
Arizona,
Why Iowa?
Nevada,
Yeah.
why would you choose Iowa? You might as well have did it in Ohio
Yeah.
or Florida.
Yeah. Don't make no sense why she would be up in those states.
Yeah, she's trying this. Man. You know what she's doing.
Man, you liberal women are stupid.
Show's over.
I mean, the dumb of the dumbest.
Trump's coming for you. Trump's coming.